Guys, just going to go through the exercise we're going to be doing. We touched upon this briefly in the last block, so just wanted to make a video of it though. So you can do this either from the stepper or you can bring it back down to just the floor. But the emphasis of this essentially this is a deceleration exercise. And what I wanted to try and do with this deceleration exercise is really hit and target the glutes as well. So it's ticks a couple of boxes all at once. So what I want for you to do is you want to come up onto your toe briefly, step up and then drive and then drop into a sort of wide lunge like this. There, okay. So I'm obviously holding this for a minute just to sort of talk you through it. So what I want you to do is think about keeping the weight in the heel. You feel this big time through this area here. And then you're going to push back onto the step like so, and then repeat, so up, drop, and down, okay? So as you can see our torso angle is quite a big angle here. That just helps bring in and maximally stretch the glutes, as long as you keep the spine straight though. So what we don't want to see is as you drop, sort of collapsing in like this, okay? So you need to really make sure that as you step out and drop, that your spine, although it's at an angle, it stays nice and long, in order to maximise the length through the glutes that we're looking for. Okay, so from there, I want to, as I said, the weight should be kind of on your heels towards the back foot. I want you to think of pushing yourself back from the heel of the front foot like that, okay, as opposed to, go the other way, just get my leg rest, as opposed to, a lot of folk when they do this for the first time, you'll kind of pull back and push and pull simultaneously, but they'll kind of emphasise the back leg more, which we want to try and avoid. Okay, so like I said, if you really focus on the front foot and dropping the weight down into this glute here, weight in this heel, you'll keep it away from this toe as well, so it can get a bit uncomfortable if you were to put too much weight in that back leg anyway. Then push back, okay, like this. Like I said, if you find you're struggling to get back up, so there's one thing dropping down and controlling the deceleration, but another component of this is then pushing back. So if you feel like you're sort of struggling, it's a bit bitty, and you're sort of like coming up like this, you're not able to keep the integrity of the exercise, you could try it just off the floor, because obviously it's a slightly reduced range, but you really want to try and make sure that you're pushing up, and your whole body's coming back up as one, and the weight went down as one. But like I said, you want to keep a gap here, so what we don't want to see a really deep knee over toe. With this one, I want you to just keep a big drop, big maximum stretch through here, and push back through the heel, okay? If this exercise hurts your knees at all, then don't continue to do it, just ask for an alternative, we can give you one, okay? It's a really good exercise, deceleration and a bit more effective type movements that incorporate the glutes. Like I said in the video I've just sent out, it's probably an overseen part of the whole training conundrum, I guess, and it's really worthwhile doing this. If you do this properly, you'll really feel it big time through the glute area, because the glutes have to work really hard to control that landing. The quads too to a degree, but you'll feel it in the glutes, especially if you paint up the hip thrusts. Okay, cheers.